Some cruise passengers try to save a few dollars. These people tried to beat the entire system. One passenger jumped off a Royal Caribbean ship carrying thousands in cash. Another posted her own smuggling hack online and handed Carnival the evidence herself. And one woman boarded a cruise apparently paid for with stolen cards, only for the whole story to unravel on police body cam. But maybe the strangest scam of all was exposed by another passenger filming from the ship. In 8th place, a viral video uploaded on March 2, 2023, appeared to show 3 frantic passengers sprinting down the Nassau Pier toward the Carnival Freedom. The clip quickly amassed millions of views, with people laughing at the supposed latecomers. But the illusion shattered when another guest, filming from a cabin balcony, captured what really happened. The runners were actually social media influencers. The secondary recording showed them stopping, resetting, running again for multiple takes, and carefully reviewing their phone footage. Carnival confirmed that no passengers were left behind. Since the only goal was online clout instead of a financial scam, the pranksters faced no criminal charges. Number 7. Courtney Murley posted a viral video in March 2025 depicting what looked like a clever drink package hack on the Carnival Conquest. The footage showed luggage packed with toiletry bottles and tampon flasks allegedly filled with smuggled liquor. The upload racked up hundreds of thousands of views, but it also caught the attention of Carnival Cruise Line. Security swiftly issued Murley a lifetime ban, threatening to cancel any future bookings. Murley later defended herself, claiming the containers actually held juice and that the entire stunt was staged for social media views. Carnival, however, upheld the permanent ban, proving that posting your rule-breaking online rarely ends well. Number 6. Rogerio da Cunha Fernandez and Aida Parada La Paz reportedly thought they found the ultimate vacation discount. Investigators alleged the Miami-Dade duo used stolen financial data to acquire thousands of dollars in Winn-Dixie gift cards, using them to book a 4-day cruise on the Carnival Sunrise in July 2025. But their clever plan hit 2 major snags. First, they couldn't resist posting updates on social media, showing authorities exactly where they were. Second, cruise ships always return to a predictable spot. When the vessel docked back in Miami, police and federal agents were waiting at the pier. Both were arrested at the terminal, proving that posting your travel photos online has its risks. In 5th place, 6 passengers on the MSC Meraviglia reportedly tried to turn digital smoke into cold, hard cash. Authorities alleged that 5 Brazilian nationals and 1 Portuguese traveler loaded 30,000 euros onto virtual credit cards, linking them to the ship's casino terminals in Palermo. The plan was simple: transfer the fake credit, then cash out real banknotes. But they underestimated MSC's automated transaction monitoring. The anti-fraud system flagged the rapid, high-value reloads, instantly blocking the cards mid-scam. When the ship docked in Sicily, Italian maritime police boarded and searched the group. Officers reportedly recovered thousands in cash stuffed inside the suspects' clothing and shoes. While the final legal outcome remains unverified, their vacation ended on the pier. Number 4. Enrico Ronquillo decided to book a luxury getaway on the Discovery Princess, but he did it under another person's name. Authorities accused Ronquillo of using a stolen identity to bypass security and open a cruise casino account to gamble. It seemed like the perfect anonymous cruise until federal investigators matched casino logs to stolen personal data. Federal agents arrested Ronquillo when the ship docked in Juneau, Alaska, but the drama didn't end there. While out on bail, Ronquillo reportedly sliced off his electronic monitoring ankle bracelet and tried to flee the jurisdiction. The escape plan failed. A federal court sentenced Ronquillo to 53 months in prison, 1 year of supervised release, and over $25,000 in restitution for false impersonation and aggravated identity theft, while 2 charges were dismissed. Number 3. In June 2024, 4 passengers on the MSC Magnifica reportedly tried to turn the ship's casino into their personal piggy bank. Authorities alleged that Michael F. Emanuel, Tyresha Delgado, Devin Jones, and Quentin Marcellus Tuck used stolen credit card details to run up massive transactions at the gaming tables. They likely thought they were safely out at sea, but MSC's automated fraud detection software was quietly watching. The system flagged the rapid, high-value reloads, prompting ship security to contact federal authorities. When the vessel docked back at Port Miami, U.S. Customs and Border Protection was already waiting on the pier. All four were arrested and charged with organized fraud and grand theft. While bond court footage captured the legal proceedings, the charges remain allegations. In second place, J. Gonzalez Diaz decided to skip the gangway entirely when Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas docked in San Juan. Surveillance cameras reportedly captured him jumping directly into the harbor, where he was picked up by a jet ski. Once on shore, federal agents reportedly recovered 5 IDs, multiple phones, and $14,600 in cash. Royal Caribbean noted that Gonzalez Diaz had run up a substantial onboard balance, mostly tied to casino gaming. While some speculated he jumped to evade this debt, Gonzalez Diaz reportedly claimed he went overboard to bypass currency reporting and tax laws on his cash. Ultimately, there is no verified charge linking his leap to casino debt, but attempting to bypass a CBP checkpoint by diving into a harbor remains one of the most extreme ways to exit a ship. And finally, in first place, Florida body cam footage from February 8, 2024, records a 20-minute interaction aboard a Virgin Voyages ship. Officers questioned a passenger on how a stranger she barely knew could arrange a cruise worth far more than the $500 she paid. The booking was allegedly linked to stolen credit cards, prompting an automatic cruise fraud alert. The passenger attempted to explain the bargain booking, claiming a friend of a friend handled the payment details. As that explanation fell apart, the discussion moved to questions about excursions and potential refunds, then to the payment cards themselves. The story took a final turn when she presented her identification. Authorities allege she provided a fake ID, resulting in a felony arrest charge at the port. While the footage records the entire sequence, the legal record establishes only a charge for possessing a fraudulent identification card with no conviction or sentence proven. Attempting to game a cruise ship is a losing bet. These massive vessels are highly monitored environments built around cameras, account-linked purchases, identity checks, and fixed itineraries. If you really want to beat the system, you might want to practice your harbor diving first. Number 10. Carnival Conquest Fight. In the 10th place, 16 passengers started a massive brawl during debarkation. The incident occurred on June 22, 2026. The Carnival Conquest had just returned to Port Miami from the Bahamas. At 8 in the morning, two families clashed inside the federal customs area. They threw punches, pulled hair, and swung heavy luggage. Several people fought completely barefoot. Border officers intervened, but nobody pressed charges and no arrests were made. However, Carnival banned all 16 participants for life. The line also issued a $500 contractual fine to each person. Your cruise contract does not end at the gangway. A similar Galveston terminal fight in April 2025 led Carnival to ban 24 people. Number 9. Arrested before the gangway. Some travelers try to bring a party on board. In February 2026, 9 passengers attempted to board Royal Caribbean's Symphony of the Seas at Port Miami. K-9 units alerted to their luggage during pre-embarkation screening. Officers reportedly recovered ketamine, MDMA, LSD, and cocaine. None of the passengers reached the gangway. Instead of a cruise, they faced charges of possession and trafficking. These charges are allegations and not convictions. For the ordinary passenger, remember that security checks start at the curb. Drug dogs screen luggage before you board, not just when you return home. Number 8. The deputy with the Skittles. 8th place. A law enforcement officer tried to smuggle MDMA onto a cruise. He hid 60 pills inside 6 candy bags. On January 23, 2025, Deputy Francisco Mello arrived at Port Miami. He was a 6-year veteran boarding Allure of the Seas. A K-9 unit flagged his luggage. Police found 35 grams of MDMA in Skittles packaging. Mello was relieved of duty and charged with trafficking. This confirms that law enforcement status does not bypass screening. For the ordinary passenger, K-9 dogs search for chemical compounds. They are not fooled by candy wrappers. Number 7. Active warrants at Port Canaveral. 6 wanted passengers booked a Florida cruise. On July 17, 2026, deputies arrested them at Port Canaveral. Martell Murray was wanted for violating release conditions on murder charges. Deputies also arrested his cabin mate, Kendaria Burney. Port databases compare passenger check-in information with live warrants. Booking a cruise volunteers your location and travel dates. These first 4 cases remained on the terminal side. The incident at number 10 happened after debarkation. Numbers 9 through 7 ended before boarding. These represented the cheaper consequences. Next are 6 shipboard or foreign shore cases. Number 6. The grandmother and the forgotten pistol. 6th place. A grandmother tried to board a cruise ship with a loaded firearm. In December 2025, 69-year-old Mary Robinson was reboarding Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas in Nassau. Security officers scanned her purse and found a loaded handgun. She claimed she had forgotten the weapon was inside. Bahamian police arrested Robinson and held her at Fox Hill Prison. She pleaded guilty and paid an $8,000 fine to avoid up to 24 months in prison. For the ordinary passenger, a domestic permit has no standing in the Bahamas. Reboarding security handles local criminal matters under local sovereign laws. Number 5. 4 bullets and a 12-year minimum. In the 5th place, a passenger tried to reboard with ammunition. In April 2024, Tyler Scott Wenrich of Virginia was stopped on Grand Turk. Security officers scanned his backpack and found 4 loose 9mm rounds. No firearm was ever recovered. Under Turks and Caicos law, ammunition carries a mandatory minimum of 12 years. The smaller objects created a greater legal exposure than the handgun at number 6. The judge found exceptional circumstances. Wenrich received a 3-week sentence and a $9,000 fine. For the ordinary passenger, local laws apply the moment you step ashore. A forgotten object can trigger a double-digit prison sentence. Number 4. The same fight, another country. Number 4. 5 American passengers reportedly started a brawl ashore in the Bahamas. The incident occurred in June 2026. The reported charges included assaulting a police officer. They also faced charges of fighting in public, resisting arrest, and malicious damage. The public records do not establish convictions. At number 10, 16 people fought and received only cruise bans. Here, 5 passengers entered a foreign criminal justice system. For the ordinary passenger, local laws apply the moment you step off the gangway. Your ship will sail on schedule. The foreign criminal charges will remain. Number 3. The notes that turned a ship around. Coming to the top 3. A passenger wanted her family vacation to end early. Kelly Marie Ferguson, a 20-year-old from Laguna Hills, California, allegedly wrote threatening notes. The notes threatened that Americans would die if the vessel docked at a U.S. port. This occurred on a Hawaii-bound Legend of the Seas sailing. As a result, the ship diverted. Ferguson pleaded guilty in federal court. She received 2 years in federal prison, the maximum under the guidelines in her case. She also received 3 years of supervised release. Her potential exposure was 20 years and a $250,000 fine under the Patriot Act. She admitted she wanted to go home to her boyfriend. A ship at sea cannot casually dismiss a written threat and must respond at full operational cost. For the ordinary passenger, a selfish scheme triggers federal anti-terrorism laws. Number 2, he built the case against himself, Enrico Ronquillo. In 2nd place, Enrico Ronquillo boarded a cruise ship using a false identity. The Philippine national presented counterfeit papers to check in as a United States citizen. Once on board, he used a second stolen identity to withdraw thousands of dollars from the ship's casino. This occurred on the Discovery Princess during an Alaska-bound sailing in May 2025. The Department of Justice announced in June 2026 that Ronquillo received more than 4 years in federal prison. Investigators compiled a trail of embarkation records, casino transactions, and port scans. A modern ship is a cashless environment. Your room card tracks every purchase and movement. For the ordinary passenger, remember that onboard transactions generate a permanent time-stamped record. The ship records everything. Number 1. The cost of a request. And finally, in 1st place, a passenger reacted with violence to a simple request. This is the smallest trigger on our list, yet it produced the most severe legal consequence. In early 2024, Michael Truman was sailing on the Carnival Magic. He was 39 years old. During a show in the main theater, another guest asked him to quiet down. Truman ignored multiple requests. He then smashed a bar glass into the passenger's face. The attack did not stop there. He continued to assault the guest. The victim required 21 stitches to close the wounds. Federal prosecutors charged Truman. He pleaded guilty to assault with a dangerous weapon. He also pleaded guilty to assault resulting in serious bodily injury. A Norfolk federal court sentenced Truman to 2.5 years in federal prison. The court also mandated 50 months of anger management and substance abuse treatment. Carnival Cruise Line banned him for life. For the ordinary passenger, remember that a ship is not a lawless island. The FBI investigates serious crimes involving U.S. passengers at sea. Under federal maritime jurisdiction, a bar fight on a ship is not a bar fight on land. Federal authorities prosecute these crimes directly. Nobody plans to commit a federal offense on vacation. Yet a single moment of rage can change your life. Which of these 10 situations did you come closest to without realizing? If you ever land on a cruise line do not sail list, your name goes into a private database. The major cruise lines do not share a single registry yet, but they frequently enforce their own lifetime bans. Reversing a lifetime ban is rare and requires a discretionary case review by guest relations. Most banned passengers are simply told to find another cruise line. Subscribe to the channel for more investigations of maritime law and passenger cases. Across these 10 cases, the passenger contract remains absolute. Which boundary have you come closest to crossing without realizing it? Our next video examines how the Do Not Sail list works and if it can ever be reversed. Subscribe to follow that investigation.